Ever wonder how those influential people in real estate make their money? After years of experience in the industry, authors Jeffrey Cruikshank and William Porvu wish to share their knowledge with you. They simplify complex real estate transactions in their book, The Real Estate Game. I will now briefly summarize their book for you. Imagine having a behind-the-scenes look at the thoughts of real estate professionals. This overview will assist you in recognizing opportunities, comprehending the workings of real estate, and even helping you make some wise property decisions. Make sure you don't miss out on this series. Please ring the bell, subscribe, and hit the like button if you're ready to advance your real estate expertise. The Game is the title of Chapter 1. This chapter covers the fundamental concepts of real estate investing. Think of real estate as a game with specific strategies and guidelines. If you want to win, you need to understand the rules, the participants, and how to play strategically. Let's examine the main takeaways from this chapter. First, get to know the players. Much like in a game, it's important to know who is who. The main participants in the real estate market include lenders, brokers, developers, and investors. Each person plays a distinct part in completing a contract. Number 2, know the market. Buying and selling real estate isn't the only thing that happens in the industry. Understanding supply and demand, economic variables, and regional patterns are all important components of market dynamics. Utilizing numbers in real estate is the title of Chapter 2. It is possible to distinguish between an expensive error and a profitable investment by knowing and applying the appropriate numbers. This chapter covers the process of assessing properties and using financial data to make well-informed judgments. Some strategies that may be employed are these. First, cash flow. Cash flow is a property's net income after all costs are paid. Ensuring your property brings in enough money to pay for its expenses and turn a profit is essential. The second is return on investment, which quantifies how profitable your investment was. The computation involves dividing the overall investment cost by the net profit. An investment is more profitable if the ROI is higher. Chapter 3's title is From Concept to Commitment. This chapter covers the process of turning a real estate concept into a committed project. This involves some essential steps, such as assessing the viability of your idea, creating a detailed plan, and securing the capital needed to turn your project into a reality. What can we infer from this chapter? Number 1, feasibility analysis. You should assess a project's viability before committing to it. This involves financial analysis to make sure your project is profitable and market research to make sure there is demand for it. Number 2, detailed planning. For your endeavor, draft a thorough plan. This ought to cover the design, budgets, schedules, and available funding sources. A carefully considered plan is essential to its effective implementation. In the Chapter 4 title, From Commitment to Closing. This chapter looks at the process of completing the sale after committing to a project. This step involves completing due diligence, concluding all agreements, and managing the legal and financial aspects of the deal to conclude it. What does this chapter impart to us? First, due diligence. Before closing, carry out extensive due diligence. This involves looking over financial and legal paperwork, inspecting the property, and making sure that all requirements are satisfied. Finding any possible problems that can have an impact on the purchase is crucial. Number 2, negotiation. Use negotiation to reach a final agreement on terms. Make sure that everyone agrees on the terms of the agreement, including the cost, any specific requirements, and any contingencies. Effective negotiating can assist achieve improved conditions and avert possible disputes. Syndications and rights is the title of Chapter 5. This chapter covers 2 popular real estate investing strategies, syndications and trusts. Both of these tactics allow investors to pool their money and take part in real estate projects, although they each have advantages and work in different ways. Below are a few tactics. First, syndications. A group of investors pools their funds to invest in a project or property through a syndication in real estate. Greater investments and more diverse portfolios are possible with this strategy. The syndicator oversees the investment and renders judgments on the group's behalf. Secondly, real estate investment trusts are businesses that own, manage, or provide funding for real estate that generates income. Investors purchase REIT shares in exchange for dividends from the property's profits or rental income. One option to invest in real estate without really owning any property is through REITs. Development is the topic of Chapter 6. Everything from early planning and design to construction and completion is covered in this procedure. You can manage and carry out development initiatives more skillfully if you are aware of these phases. What new perspectives does this chapter offer? First, planning. It's imperative to plan well. This includes defining the project scope, budgeting, site selection, and market research. The basis for a fruitful development initiative is a carefully considered plan. Number 2, design. Architectural plans and acquiring required permits are part of the design process. Work together with engineers and architects to make sure the project fulfills your goals and legal requirements. Chapter 7, Operations. In this chapter, we look at the practical side of real estate. After a property is developed and occupied, efficient property management becomes crucial. This includes overseeing the property's finances, leasing, maintenance, and tenant relations to keep it running successfully and effectively. Important observations to make regarding this chapter are as follows. First up, upkeep. To keep the property in good shape and avoid expensive damages, regular maintenance is necessary. Create a mechanism for quickly and effectively handling maintenance issues. Number 2, leasing, screening potential tenants, settling on terms, and making sure contracts adhere to the law are all components of good leasing management. Good leasing procedures aid in luring and keeping in-demand renters. In the 8th chapter's title, The Harvest. In this chapter, we'll discuss harvesting, or reaping, the benefits of your real estate investment. This comprises strategies for selling or refinancing the property to maximize your return on investment. What new perspectives does this chapter offer? First, sell. One popular strategy to recoup your investment is to sell the property. Assess the state of the market, figure out the best selling price, and collaborate with real estate agents to locate the ideal buyer to optimize your profit. The second option is refinancing, which enables you to access the equity in the home without having to sell it. This might give you money for more improvements or new investments without sacrificing ownership. Before moving forward, make sure you comprehend the terms and implications of refinancing. The title of Chapter 9 is Return to the Game. This chapter focuses on how to use the knowledge and experience you've gained from past projects to approach new opportunities effectively. It's critical to apply the knowledge you've acquired to grow and succeed in the real estate industry. Important observations to make regarding this chapter are as follows. First, gaining experience. Every real estate endeavor imparts priceless knowledge. Spend some time reflecting on the things that went well in the areas that need improvement. Keep a record of these insights to improve your methodology for upcoming tasks. Number 2, adapting strategies. Make use of the knowledge you've obtained to modify and improve your strategies. Use what you've learned to new endeavors, whether it's enhancing your negotiation abilities or managing operations more effectively. Thanks to Poorvu and Cruikshank, you now have a clearer understanding of how the real estate industry operates. Recall that the game of real estate involves knowledge, timing, and strategy. Regarding the topics we've discussed, do you have any questions? I would be delighted to talk further. Kindly click the subscribe, like, and the notification bell.